Yo, what's up? It's Lucien. I'm here with Lee today. He's gonna be explaining things. I know, shocker. It's different from what we usually do, but we're gonna be talking about Vi, the general game plan, what she does, some common combos, some general Oki, good synergy she has, and some other tech that might be worth exploring in the future. Lee, what's up, bro?
Nothing much, nothing much. Yeah, if I were to describe Vi very quickly, she is like potential man that has unlocked her potential. she does a lot of things. She has really good movement and some really good hit confirms and combos that are pretty consistent across the board. So this character is a lot of fun.
Okay. What do you say the strongest aspects of her kit are?
Definitely the strongest aspects I would say are her movement. She can be like really tricky and like crafty. Some of this is gonna have overlap with the team synergy portion, but just as like an example, like this movement plus like assist is like really hard to deal with. She can like do this aerial thing as well as calling assist to kind of cover you. Not to mention her sway, which, oh my goodness, there's like so many like layers to the sway here. In neutral, I mean, you can just, right, and then call assists to just kind of get stuff started. But she could just be very crafty, and when you combine that with the actual like assist game plan of this game to scale, I mean, she just gets her pressure started really easily.
Okay. Yeah, the sway too. I know it has some projectile invulnerability on it, but what's
Yeah.
the rest of the deal with it?
So like the sway, there's a follow-up after every one of these. So if she does forward S1, she can go into punch, or she can go into like light, which is the medium, and the heavy is the overhead. And then if she double taps, she can actually go for like a cross up. So there's a lot to the sway itself. You know that you also, if you charge the buttons, you get the electrics, which you can see.
Have more frame advantage,
Yeah,
better combos, all that.
exactly. It pushes them pretty far back, so it's like it's hard to punish and whatnot. You probably will do like a whole like sway guide and mix up guide or pressure if that seems like something that people are interested in, because there's honestly like so much to just this alone. But if you can get used to just again weaving back and forth, like using those assists to kind of cover you, the sway in is going to be like one of the big things that you can use in neutral to kind of like get your pressure started, which kind of leads into a quote unquote weaknesses of this character. The character power in this game is just like so high in general that saying characters have weaknesses is kind of like, I mean, like, yeah, but whatever, if that makes any sense, because her buttons, they're pretty good. But compared to some of the other casts, they might seem a little like stubbier. This right here, this medium button, is pretty nice. But like her lights and whatnot, they're kind of like stubby asterisk. But you really don't feel it that much if you're again just being really crafty with her movement and assists and whatnot. So
I see. Yeah. I mean, just positioning yourself and having like good footwork, I guess, which is pretty ironic. Boxer character, good footwork, all that.
yeah.
But if you just have all that down, then it kind of makes the weakness shine a bit less than it usually would.
Yeah.
I mean, as you said, character power in this game is so high, bro. For my Pokemon players out there, if a normal fighting game is like OU, this is like AG, bro. Anything goes.
It's true. Oh, one of the things I did mean to point out right quick before we move on to the other section is this button. This jumping JH is really good. It's like pretty big. Obviously, if you charge it, it's like really plus. But like, you can also, if I'm not trolling, you can like cross up with it. There we go. It can cross up. Whenever you combine it to again with like some like assists, it just becomes like really like obnoxious to
It's a
deal
lot
with.
harder to deal with.
Yeah,
Anti-air.
exactly. So, because if you try to anti-air this button, the RA assist is just there to cover it. So that's one of your like main like jump in buttons, definitely. You want to look out for like the neutral game plan again.
I see. Okay, we talked a bit about neutral, like strengths and weaknesses, how you're gonna get the hits, but how are you gonna confirm off those hits, bro? What's your combo game looking like?
So again, Vi is a character that can like convert like anything into like whatever she wants. A lot of things people will be doing is going into like sway into electric stuff. There's like so much that you can do with like the electrics and everything. I'll go over them in a minute, just because it's a little bit more technical, quote unquote. But if you just want to get started with some combos, typical versus stuff, she can convert like, again, talk about the JH into just light, medium, heavy in the air. And then her S1 in the air is just like a great like launcher. So if you want to just get started,
I've seen this is a really good ender. So you could just do like the ABC into the S1.
Yeah. So that is just like a good.
Yeah.
There you go. So that's like a really good, just get it going, right? Just get the combo going, and then you can do S2 super, and then you mash buttons to get more damage, right? And then just some like easy bait combos to extend off of that. You can do the same thing, but instead of going right into the launcher, when you do heavy, if you just hit your S2 on the ground, I'm gonna mash this.
You get more damage, and you get the cinematic. Yeah.
There you go. And you just go into super, right? So that's like, for like a while, that was like the main combo that I'm doing, right? Like 455 off like a light starter, like that's just like good damage, you know? It's really, again, you can see it's like pretty consistent. It's really good corner carry, and you don't have to worry about the electrics. It's just like a nice hit. Same thing, it converts off of everything, right? You just go button into this mash, and then you just get your dash up into the medium. So that'd be like layer 2 combo. Layer 3, which is the one that I'm doing now, it's kind of finicky, but I would say it's still, in my experience, easier than doing the electrics. You're gonna do the same thing, except you're not gonna mash S2. You do light, medium, heavy, and then you just do S2 raw. But if you pull up with heavy into S1, you can then just link the combo like normal. So what I mean by that is you go like this, S1, and then you can just do the same thing, right? If you want something a bit more consistent, you can actually go for a light here instead of medium off the pickup right there. You can go for a light, and it does make it far more consistent, a little bit less damage, but this is a combo that I've been doing, right? Like, again, like 476 off a light is pretty good. Timing right there can be a little, like I said, finicky. You want them to land like pretty high up. You want to kind of like tipper the heavy, that way so they
get the medium for the launch.
Yeah,
after.
that way when this pops them up, yeah, they go higher, and then you can get the actual dash up like that. So if anything, for sure, I think like this is just like there is like 557 because I didn't do a light starter. So like this combo has been like the main combo I'm doing. There's still a lot of room for you to like explore with this combo with like different tag stuff. I might put some clips on the screen from what I've been doing on stream and everything. So like that, again, even without the electrics, she can convert like any straight hit into that combo pretty consistently. Really good corner carry. And I mean, like you saw, like 557, right? So those are the combos that I do for the most part. If you do want to go into the electric, it's kind of the same thing. You can do like light, medium, heavy. The thing that's different here is you want to cancel into your sway. Now, the main way that I go into the electrics is I'll do sway into light punch, and then off the light punch, you charge your medium electric. There we go. So off the light punch, you hold down the medium because you can cancel all of your sway options into like more buttons, right? So anytime you do a combo, right, and you're rocking. So from there, the main combo I've seen a lot of people do, I'll probably just post a link onto it because I haven't really practiced it too much, but the idea is that you cancel this into sway into your electric off of this punch. And
I see.
Yeah, you don't want to hold it for the entire time. You want to let go right before the charge finishes, because if you let go too early, you don't get the electric, and if you let go too late, it just doesn't combo. So you want to like let them like fall into it, kind of. My goodness. There we go. I see the 2 hits there. Oh, actually combo.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Yeah, off the electric combos, again, I'll put it on the screen, that way you guys can see. The routing after that, again, there's so many combo routes that Vi can do that we'd be here for a very long time, talk about the different, like, electric routes and everything. But again, since this combo, like, goes corner to corner anyways, like, this is just the one that, like, I've been doing.
All right, we got the combos going, bro. But what's the Oki like? What you gonna get on knockdown?
So I think Vi's like sway is a really good Oki tool, especially again when you pair it with assists. Tech rolls makes covering things a little awkward. I think the sway plus assist covers a lot of things. For instance, let's say we're in the corner here. You like walk back, call Ari assist, right? This ends up covering
head up attack too.
Yeah,
and you're spacing to beat forward roll as
yeah,
well.
exactly. So if you like get any assists that can kind of cover like get up attack plus like roll in place, sway back allows you to like somewhat react to roll in, and you can get your pressure started right with it's not set to random, or is it just only doing? It is set to random. He is just simply only tech rolling back. Right, so then you get your punch, get your pressure started. We talked about, again, you know, this into electric is really good. So I definitely think backsway is like a really good option because you have an assist to like cover the other options. This kind of loops back into the idea of her combo game as well, because we saw this combo which does like, you know, pretty much corner carry. You can take them all the way to the corner and then, you know, just hard knockdown, call assists way back, right? So that's been like the main ways that I've been looking at converting with Vi, is just taking them straight to the corner, and then that way I don't have to play the guessing game, you know, regarding Oki. But you won't always get the perfect hit. Sometimes you have to just worry about like a weird anti-air conversion or a straight air-to-air. What's nice is that this is always going to, you know, result in a hard knockdown.
It's always going to connect. It always has a bunch of carry and the knockdown too. Yeah. What you going to do if you solo though?
So solo, it's like pretty much the same thing. Sway back, I think it's just kind of just generally good because of the punch right here. Tech roll back, you're still putting him in the corner. You just kind of pull up. So that's if you want to do like a hard read, right? If you don't want a hard read and you don't have an assist, I mean, I think just dash up is kind of like the play. Typically though, since you still have assists in this game, even, you know, when your character is dead, for the most part, I feel like you'll have an assist, and then you can do stuff like that, where on hard knockdown, I think Ari assist is like really good. You call assist and you can do like sway forwards, which can cause like a mix-up. If they tech roll in, this is like kind of troll, doing like assist into this. But again, she's so fast that like it's not that bad of a situation if you end up being in a situation where like you sway past them, at least in my experience, because like you're kind of like already like right there again. And like I said, most of the time you will be having an assist to kind of cover the other option. Even like Ari's like forward assist is pretty good if you want to do like sway back into this to cover like if they did like back roll or something. Right, so the big thing I think is like you'll pretty much always like have access to an assist for the most part in this game, because they made the change where you can actually assist when they're when you're dead. If you're solo, it's kind of just like, well, you're just down, you know, you kind of just have to play the guessing game. In my experience, there might be something that I'm missing, but on average, I feel like the sway is kind of just one of a really good tool that Vi has at dealing with like stuff on knockdown.
Alright. What do you think are good team synergies? We talked a little bit about RE specifically, but who else do you think pairs well with her? Maybe a bit of Yasuo?
Yasuo, so the thing is, Vi, I think, is like, again, she's potential man or potential woman that has unlocked her potential. I think Vi plus like a lot of different assists just works really well. I think there are some concepts that are just like consistent for her, which is a lot of characters have forward advancing assists, like Ari. Yasuo has the forward advancing one, Darius, Alawi, right? Those assists are going to be really good for Vi because, again, of like neutral gimmicks like this, where that can just force a cross up, right? And if this hits, then we already know you can bring him down for like super, for like combo extensions, right? So there's just like a lot of situations that just generically just jump into forward assist is going to be like really strong. I think likewise, we talked again a lot about how Ari's assist is just like really obnoxious. Again, this speaking like really hard to anti-air. So assists like that are going to be good at covering you. Like for instance, Jinx Trap. Jinx Trap is going to be really good because whether they interact with it or not, it's going to end up detonating at a certain point. So it's just going to like give you some coverage. Jinx back assist, right? You can just like really quickly with Sway go for like cross-ups and stuff. So there's so much potential with this character of combining it with like different assists to just like get your party started. Maybe if you do like neutral assist, right, and now you're hard to anti-air. Right, yeah. So like if you do like J2H neutral assist, you know, you're just hard to anti-air. You're setting up a trap. So Vi, every assist in the book really just like complements her neutral game plan and her movement and her sway. I feel if you're utilizing her kit to be crafty and like moving with like stuff like this and whatnot, like it's gonna be you're gonna have a good time. Anything to just really complement her movement.
Okay, I see. Anything else you feel is like worth exploring, worth looking into for a bit? Like any other tech you may want to share?
So yeah, I definitely think the whole name of the game, this character, in a lot of ways, is the Rekka stuff, or rather the electrics, which effectively can become a Rekka because you can cancel it into the sway, right? So if you're able to just keep swaying, right, with the Rekka pressure, I think that's where this character is going to be like really strong because you can frame trap off this. Especially if you frame trap into call assist, go for mix. I definitely think this is going to be where like the character's pressure ends up getting developed. You can do stuff like button into like command grab, right? To like cover yourself, which is actually something in the combos I should go back and mention, is she can combo off of her throws. So if you do in the air into like jump into super, you can get your S1 super. She can also get her level 3s, right? It works off air throw situationally. It's a little like question mark. You have to do like grounded S2, and like if you're too high, it won't connect. So this is something that like I've definitely lost rounds by trying to go for this and just believing. It could just be like skill issue, and maybe it's more consistent than I realize. But it's good to know that like it is there as an option. But back to the what they call it, worth exploring. I definitely think that yeah, just going for exploring like how her sway and pressure ends up developing is going to be like the thing to really see, because we saw the grab there, like button into grab, button into like Rekka, button into like cross up, right? So I think that's one of the big things. Another big thing is I definitely think I haven't seen too many people really experimenting again with like how crafty she can be in neutral with assists. If you super jump her jumping J2H, if you super jump this, she can actually get 2. I don't really know if this is worth anything, but it's there. I mean, like maybe if you like go like this and then call the assist on the second one or something, like maybe, I don't know. So I definitely think like her movement is another part of the game that is gonna be worth exploring and whatnot. Something else that's really good with her is her crouching S1. This parry right here. I have Yasuo set to do a true block string, and if you look at the inputs, I am mashing the counter, not coming out. But if they add just a little bit of delay in their block string, I'm mashing the counter, you get a full conversion essentially. Vi's neutral S1 is also really strong. It's just a good initial poke. Again, pairing it with an assist, so you can keep yourself safe. Even whenever you space it, it's not the end of the world. It's like 0 on block. And if you fully charge it, you can end up being up to plus 23 in the corner. So from full screen, it's really good. Again, all an assist to kind of cover you. Doing it, you know, you're kind of chilling. So I think this character is crazy. Let us know if you want to see an actual guide for how all of her offense works with the sway and whatnot.
Be on the lookout for like Echo combo guide. It's gonna be a bit different from what we usually do, but look out for one of those. Y'all know where to find me, Lucien SFL everywhere. Y'all know where to find Lee. We got his links in the description. Bad Moon LLC in the description. Y'all know what it is.